Y'all, I did it. I made it onto Defending AI Art. I kind of want to show you guys. Apparently, one of my videos made the rounds. This is not the first time, but this is definitely one of the most interesting times because it's really silly. We got to look into it because they be so mad. They be so mad. I'm the real anti-AI. So it starts here with this video where I'm talking about this book cover artist is lying about their process. You guys should check it out. It's definitely funny. And this is where it starts. And it got posted over on Reddit. So this is the original Reddit thread. It says AI bro pretending to use 40 layers to hide that it's just AI. And the reply down here says, it's actually just funny to me. So there's a few people, like this one sees the generated underscore Gemini image. And I mean, someone's like, wait, I think I saw this on my Insta what? So this, I feel like it got 54 upvotes. I feel like that's pretty normal for this subreddit. So, but it didn't end here. So this is the post that got shared from Prize Master, who we'll talk about him in a minute, or her, or them, whatever. And they said, this is utterly disgusting way to mock AI artists. First, they differentiate from AI bros. Secondly, differentiate people who just prompt from people who can draw and edit. Finally, AI can be used as a tool in better ways. This is just one of many examples. AI anti-bros, please kindly fuck off. Okay, so this person did not even watch the video. Okay, so let me just, Prize Master, if you're watching, the video is about a guy, or who, it's probably a dude, who is making a fake account, and he basically generated a bunch of images for people, or for himself, or whatever. It literally says AI generated image, and all he does is make 40 layers, and do nothing in them, performatively do nothing. That's it. He does nothing. And then he sells them for $50. Okay. That's a scam because he's saying that he drew it. Okay. He's saying that he drew it. It literally says Gemini generated image on the Photoshop file, my guy. So let's see what people have to say about me because, you know, I have to know. So we have old Billy. That has to be one of the most hideous VTuber models I've ever seen. Fitting for a Chuddite. Yes, among anti-AI YouTubers, her account is the one most deserving to be taken down. Ooh. So listen, I designed my character, and to be honest, I don't really give a shit what people think about it. It doesn't look like some Genshin stuff. I just thought pink fluffy llama thing was probably fun. There's nothing deeper than that. I could probably have it redesigned to be better, but I am a-okay with what I designed. And I've gotten plenty of comments about people who don't like the design. I just don't give a shit. And if you've come here and you've watched my videos, you know that I literally do not give a shit about what you think about my VTuber model. People have said that it's a horror. That's fine too. That's fine too. Maybe it's a little bit scary. And then there's this one here that says, oh, her, yeah, she's a fucking problem. I agree, anti-AI people need to shut up about this. They use AI more than evil. Hold on. They use AI there more evil than X. Guy crap is, I don't even know what this person is saying. They're so stupid as well as just a bunch of sheep with closed minds not willing to accept the potential of AI arts and media wise. Whoa, that's a fucking sentence, dude. She likes to constantly mock and insult basically anyone who uses AI regardless of the reasoning. Also, she sounds pretentious and in my opinion, she just comes off as a nagging old woman that can't accept change. Well, that's actually not true. So I've said before in my live streams or in my videos that I don't really give a fuck if you are using AI privately. I kind of do have a problem if you're making crazy money off of it, but I'm not going to go bother somebody who's doing it. It's not my business. It's not my business. If everybody knows that you use AI and you have it plastered where it says, yes, this is AI images, I could give a fuck less. Granted, I don't like what you're doing, but I could give a fuck less. I'm not going to report on you. I'm not going to, I literally don't give a fuck. You want to make shitty images and be useless, that's your prerogative. So there you go for the AI bros. If you are open about your AI use, it is everywhere where you use AI. I don't care what you're doing. Stay out of the artist space. You're not welcome. Go to the AI space where you are welcome. Don't tag your work as drawn work. Don't pretend that you drew it. Don't lie. And you won't end up on my channel. Straight up. Easy peasy. And in fact, I have actually talked about, I had a video, and you know what? I actually did post it in, I thought about posting it in AI Wars and Defending AI Art, but I believed that because of the type of people that are there, they would not be honest, because I feel that a lot of AI bros who post on Reddit are not honest. They act up a lot and they want to be victims of themselves. So I did a video, you know what, maybe I'll link it up here where you guys can see. I think it was last year, I did a video. Sorry, I'll talk here. I did a video where I was looking for people to vote on a questionnaire on how they felt about certain scenarios. I think there was 10 questions about 10 different scenarios. And I went and I did research in finding different versions of this scenario for each and every one, right? And the one that I believe people had the least issues with was a guy who I found, his name is like Oots, and how he used AI was he made, what was it? He used AI as a copyright-free resource for his concept art. So he had a bunch of little pieces together. He the way that he had it was that he had, like, let's say a barbed wire, right? He had like a barbed wire, and then he had a rope, right? And he's paid for these stock things, or he's gotten them for free resources. And then on top of that, he used AI to also give him free resources. And because he's like a masterful concept artist, you wouldn't even know that he used AI, because he does so much. Like, I feel like he is one of, and he's worked at big companies before. So I just happened to find him when I was searching for exactly that thing. But the thing is he's like an outlier. The type of people that are using AI in their process, they're lying about it. It's super obvious. They're not making it their own. He is like a professional top tier concept designer. Like, you wouldn't even know unless I told you. And when I talked to him, he was very reluctant about being featured in my video because he was afraid people were going to be mean to him, and that ended up not happening. Literally nobody said anything to him, you know? So it's like, it just depends how honest you're being about your process. And I don't know how people who are my fans will feel about me saying that, but that's honestly how I feel. I feel like if you're being upfront, honest, and not lying about it, I mean, what am I going to do? That's just one of many things that I probably don't like. But yeah, if you want to give that, if you find Oots stuff interesting, I will link his YouTube below so you guys can see what I was talking about if you forgot. But we got to go back because it didn't end with this thread. So the same user decided that he was going to go and post me over AI Wars, the worst place ever, with some of the most unhinged people I've ever seen. I've never seen anything good come from AI Wars. There's a few users on here. I will not mention them, but there's a specific user. I will not name him, but he's like a old guy, and he likes to use his oldness. I don't even know how to explain it. He likes to use his oldness, and he talks about, like, he's super passive aggressive. And whenever you call him out on, like, him being passive aggressive, because he'll like talk like, I'm the kind little old man, I've never been mean ever, but he'll do it with like the nastiest intentions underneath. If you call him out on it, he'll be like, but I'm just a disabled old man, I didn't do anything. It's like, oh my god, that is so frustrating. Anyway, we're gonna talk about this too. So it says the same thing. I'm not logged in, so I can't vote. Anyway, calling herself friendly neighborhood artist, the most unfriendly sack of crap you've ever met. Oh yeah, I've seen this absolute neckbeard before. It was trying to call out a disabled AI user for being ableist. I don't actually remember that. I have a lot of videos, but I don't think I ever remember saying that or even bringing that up. This swirly head PNG tuber asshole again. All they do is bitch about AI and act like an ass. This person and the creepy snaggletooth one, I don't know who that is, who can't choose between if he's a furry or a human, were full of no value add-on drama lords. What are their channels again? I kind of want to make a video essay about them. Who is this person? You're gonna make a video essay about me. Am I in this? What do you mean? You're not gonna make an essay? Bruh. Okay. Pizza Master goes, this. I don't want to mock. I lived in a world of traditional CG, 3D, and now AI. And I have to admit that Avatar is so creepy. Even I would see without any of my subjective filters. Like even if I was anti-AI. Bro, it's okay. I know I look kind of like a clown. I mean, that's the purpose. Like, I'm a clown because this is a circus. This is a bullshit circus. That's the whole point. That's the funny hee hee ha ha. With a fugly OC, if you ask me, just a personal opinion, but it's not fun to look at. Generally terrible. Sparkle Dog gone wrong. Seriously, it reminds me of those parasites that live in snails' eyes for some reason. I mean, I could be more snail-like. If you see, like, I got the little pompadour. It's kind of like a snail shell. Standard anti-stuff to disregard people actually using AI and only focus on imagined AI bro persona. So none of these people actually watched my video. Like, literally none of them. People adding me to a list. A lot of them don't know anything about the process past right prompt. They don't realize that a lot of artists use AI in different ways. The thing is that by y'all being ignorant as fuck and not watching the main video, you guys don't even understand the fuck you're talking about. That person just made like 40 layers with nothing fucking on any of them, where they hovered an airbrush over it to show the color was on it. But if you looked at the layers, if you looked at the video, you would have seen that there was nothing on most of the layers. They just made them. Oh my god, right here, this person. If it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's probably a duck. At least AI bros are honest about their intentions. That is not true. That is not true. So many AI bros pretend to be artists, put on girl avatars, and try to get money. There was, what was it? That Eve Goth girl. See this person? This is not a real person. This is probably a man hiding behind an avatar. And they talk about women in nasty ways. They talk about sex in a way that it's for men to follow this person. It's not, you know what I mean? Like, a woman wouldn't support this type of channel. I mean, you can already tell that this is like fake as fuck. But this is a scam. This is a scam to get you to buy stuff. Doesn't say it's AI anywhere on it. This is an AI bro. This is an AI bro right here. I see this, but so many antis are trying to brigade against the truth. But it's a debate stub. I just don't get it. No one cares about that virtual Nazi with gender dysphoria disorder. Do they think, oh my god, is this person still... Okay, let me make it clear for you. For some of you that actually don't know. Okay, let me make it clear. I am a bisexual female at birth. I am not trans. I know that my voice is not soft and sweet and ooh-woo, cute girly. I know I have been very many times assumed to be a male to female transgender person. I am not that. I have no problems with those people, but I am not one of them. This is my natural voice. I know what I sound like. People make fun of me all the time saying I sound like I'm a 13-year-old boy in video games. It's just what it is. I have no gender dysphoria whatsoever. I am just a woman living my life with my husband. So anyway, then it got put on anti-AI. And it says AI artists are mad about one of their gremlins being exposed, because that's literally what it is. And they're like, I don't get why they're so upset about it. I'm an artist and I get upset when people make fun of my pieces. I spent like 15 hours of my life on each one, but AI artists don't even like anything they make. They don't put any work into it. I don't see how you get attached to something that you can point out. I don't see how you get attached to that to point. I don't see how you get attached to that. I don't see how you get so attached to that oh my god, I don't even know how to say it. I don't see, oh my god, please. I don't see how you get attached to something like that and have it crash out. Then again, however, I'm a bit stupid. Scammers don't like being caught. Big surprise. People are talking about the dopamine hit. AI and artists don't go in the same sentence. Outside of Reddit and Twitter, they never do. I don't know. Anti-bro is just another example of copycatting insults. Oh, look at this. Friendly neighborhood artist mentioned. Oh my god, I don't know who you are, but hi. I will talk about this comment though, because this is the thing. Okay, I do get it, but also at this point, if you're not being open about using AI, like the thing is I've said it before, the whole, oh my god, I'm gonna get harassed for using AI. Have you gone to Twitter? Have you actually gone there? Have you actually looked what happens under the AI art tag? I'm gonna show you. I'm only showing you a little bit, but because there's some inappropriate stuff in here, but it looks lady and her robot partner dance down the river. This was 2 minutes ago. 3 people looked at it. Nobody liked it. Nobody commented. There's this one right here. 2 minutes ago, tagged under AI art. 1 person looked at it, probably me. No hearts, no comments. Let's go back a little bit further. Here's another from 15 minutes ago. It's tagged with AI art, and I'm sure, and even the account says AI. And look, they have 2,100 so followers. And here's another one. It got 7 views, made by Gemini. It's whatever. Even right here, it says totally safe for work, non-nudity, no sensitive intent. Got 36 likes. It says it's made with AI. Let's see, what's their account? You know, I can't read all this Japanese, but I'm sure somewhere it probably says that they use AI. And the same is on Instagram. So you are no more important than the rest of the people who post images or memes or whatever. You're just in with the rest of them. You're no more important. You just want to be a victim. There's nothing wrong. Just post your shitty little AI images and call it a day. There's no need to hide. If you're hiding, that's because you're a piece of shit. Because you want people to think that you drew that because you intend to make clout and money from it. You're being dishonest. Because he says right here, no thanks. Sorry. So the post that he is commenting on, you know what? I'm going to show you guys. It says here, I'm more than fine with AI generated images. If it's disclosed that they're AI generated, yes, I have eyes. Yes, I can tell when something's made with AI. But it's better if they disclose that it's an AI generated image and not handmade. It helps avoid confusion. I refuse to call it AI art in quotations because I believe that in order for it to be art, it must have human input. The Forbidden Light Green website has an AI filter that people are good about following. Pixiv is also one of the ones. I'm not saying Pixiv is great. I'm saying that it has also a rule that if you don't tag your AI generated images, they will ban you. So if you're wanting to get banned for getting called out for AI, that's up to you. It's too risky for most people. So this is what Prize Master says. No thanks. I perhaps may disclose AI usage at any point, but with the majority of human skills and direction, this includes drawing, knowing fundamentals, feeling what's right or wrong, whatever, and then being harassed and bomb reviewed, no thanks. So again, no thanks. This is not even the right time to raise such questions like if we could disclose AI usage, because honestly, it can be turned against us, even if it's something that's hard to tell it's AI, because if something looks good, it will suddenly look bad because there was 0.00.1% AI usage in it. These people are not sane. They just want to be mad and fuel their own ego with attacks and harassments. Let's talk about that a little bit. A lot of people don't give a shit if you, like, okay, I care that I would rather AI not be around, but it is around and people are going to use it, right? I know people are going to use it, but if they're open about what they're using the AI for, if they have account, literally, like, if you are open about that you used AI and you're not trying to lie to people, you're letting people choose to support you. There are people who like AI works regardless and people who will read AI books regardless. I've seen them. There's the anti-AI Discord, has a person in there who only cares about the output, doesn't care about the input, doesn't care if it was made with AI or not. They say as long as it's good, I'll look at it. There's tons of people like that out there. I don't agree with them, but there's tons of people like that out there. So you're just doing that because you're secretly insecure But the thing is he also has only a slight bit of a point. The thing is that once you've hidden that you use AI in your process and you're trying to proclaim that you did the work that you didn't do, it has now become a scam. And that scam, people don't want to pay for your scamminess. There's the artist Yume, okay? She has stated and has been open about using AI sometimes in her work. And you can tell the ones where she uses AI. She just uses Midjourney. That's it. She just uses Midjourney and pays. A lot of artists who are very good, who want to experiment with AI, just use Midjourney. They're not usually generating their own things. But the AI tracer who made a thing for Clip Studio, she was generating her own using Stable Diffusion. But that's she's more of an outlier. Most people who are artists of any caliber, they'll just use Midjourney. That's what I find. That's what I find, is that they're just using Midjourney. But Yume is very open about it, and sometimes, like Sam Does Art even said it himself. He said that,
especially when it comes to independent artists. Now, within the industry, obviously, I don't know anything about that. That's beyond my reach. But as an independent artist, I feel like the moment you start using AI in your work, you can't turn that back. I don't know about you guys, but if I found out that somebody I know uses AI in their work, now there's gonna be an annoying little voice in the back of my head every time I see a new piece you post. That's gonna be like, is this piece AI? Did you use AI for this piece? Even if you came out and said, guys, I've stopped using it, no more, part of me is still gonna be like, did he get back on AI? Why does that look kind of... So that's an annoying psychological effect, just something to be aware of.
Now you have people questioning. So it's a back and forth. Once you've done it, you can't go back. It's either you do it or you don't do it. But if you're going to do it, you should be honest. And people still support Yume. People even know that she uses AI and don't give a shit. There's people that let's look at her account. Let's go look. Look at this. The Art and Musings of a Delusion Idealist. 221,000 followers on Twitter. Posted this on yesterday. Haven't had time to draw lately. Been editing Star Project Kickstarter, almost done. Haven't had time to draw lately. Been editing the Star Project Kickstarter and I'm almost done. The current launch date is hopefully within a week. Please accept this repost. So don't have time to edit the image together. So here's the painting process. There we go. Okay, done. So they do use AI in their process sometimes, and you can tell when they have. And not every piece is AI, and they don't do performative AI work either. Like, this is one of their speed paints. I just don't know what people are wanting. Like, this is a person who is open and honest, still has their livelihood, still draws. Sometimes they get a little bit of back and forth about how they use AI. Specifically, one of their art pieces ended up being called out for AI, but I knew it wasn't AI when I looked at it. It was too much. Because some of the AI witch hunts, in quotations, witch hunts, some of them are from people who don't know anything about art. And if you really looked at the piece in question, you could tell that she just drew that. But because people were getting so upset, she had to take part of, like, the process was offered as a Patreon reward, but she just showed the speed paint so people could see how she did it. And I could tell that wasn't done with AI, and I feel bad that she had to do that. But that's the backlash, not the backlash, but that's like the backdraw, I guess, for using AI in your process and being honest about it. Some people are going to think even your most beautiful works could be AI. So back to this, it did get posted on another subreddit by somebody else, but someone says that they recognize me. I'm Friendly Neighborhood Artist. Wait, so someone used AI, then tried to draw over it, or is someone who used AI and then pretended that they made it in an art program? It's the latter. It's the latter. How incompetent do someone gotta be to make AI doodles to fake stuff and then just do a real process? This is so weird. They want to deceive and not be real. It's like a scam. It's kind of perverted if you think about it. Now, this ain't the first time that I've been featured on there. The Obo Neko stuff is when I got featured on there. There was a lot of people talking about, and also my Ross Draws video got on there too. It's whatever. I've told people that that place is a place of crazy people who are really unhinged. So I'm not saying that anyone should go, definitely. If you're thinking about definitely going over there and posting, don't do it. So let me explain to you why you shouldn't do it. Okay, so I've learned on my own through posting on various hidden accounts that the only way to engage with Defending AI Art is to understand that they have very strict rules and guidelines of which you can not defend anti anything. You can't be anti-AI and post there in good faith. That's how they think it. You will get banned for replying for any reason whatsoever. I've posted there on a different account before, and I talked to a guy on there, and he was so nice. I felt a little bit bad for him. He was an artist who also he drew his own art, and he also liked to make AI images. And he posted both on his main account on Blue Sky. And what ended up happening was, because he posted AI content over on Blue Sky, there were people that he was in contact with, like working contact relationships, and he got put on a blacklist. That's like, so there's like these block lists that they have. He got blocked on the blacklist block thing, and it ended up like intervening with his work relationships because he couldn't like reach out to people on Blue Sky because of that, because he posted AI images. And I don't really think that that's crazy to me. And, you know, I tried to maybe see if there was a way around it, or like ways that maybe he could try to get himself removed off of it. But it seems like it was pretty complicated. You know, so some of the people on there, even though they talk crazy sometimes, there's real people on there. But if you're going to go talk in their spaces, you have to understand you have to respect their spaces, even if they don't respect you. So I'm fine doing that. I realize that I am in the minority when I go and I have commented on my alts, and I am just really nice to them. I usually have asked questions. They usually reply to me. I actually talked on voice with a guy from Defending AI Art before. He was very nice. He was very sweet. We just didn't get along when it came to the AI versus art stuff, and that was pretty much it. He wanted to try to debate me over voice, and I told him I'm not going to debate with him. We can have a discussion. And it went well. We just don't see eye to eye, and that's okay. But in general, most people will go and brigade there and maybe say some stupid stuff, and you're just going to get banned. So don't do it. It's not worth the ban. Honestly, there's no point in fighting with the moderators on there. There's no point in fighting with the members on there. They will go, and they're the same members that make up AI Wars. So if you're trying to fight with people, just go fight on AI Wars, because you're not going to get banned for being a dick, because everyone is a dick on there. AI Wars is a blood sports arena, okay? I'm telling you, as someone who got doxxed from AI Wars, okay? They have a lot of the same members. Just don't do it, okay? Just don't do it. I'm telling you, just don't do it. It's not worth your time. It's not worth your effort. Don't make a Reddit account and go over there and type. Stupid. Just stupid. Stay away. It'll break your brain. It's like you can't, I can't even think of an analogy of walking on eggshells. Like, what would be the equivalent of walking on eggshells on AI Wars? If there's a better analogy, please post below, because they're so sensitive. I don't even know what to say that is more sensitive than walking on eggshells, but it's more sensitive than that. They're big babies. But in general, I am pretty entertained when people think, you know what, like, the thing is like, I'm pretty entertained with the way people think about me sometimes, because I know I rub people the wrong way. I know I do. That's always just been who I am. I don't mean to do it, but sometimes I just do it. And I think that if I've had plenty of discussions with people who are pro AI in private. I have a friend who has used AI, even though I don't agree with it. I am in general capable of having conversations about things that I don't like, that other people do. It's what happens when you're mature. When you mature, you can have a conversation with someone. You can just be like, hey, this is bad because of this, and this. And they go, well, I still like it. And I go, okay, well, then you still like it. I can just disagree with you. But I did want to say, like, there is some things that come with being an anti-AI person and an anti-AI like, I'm an artist who's anti-AI, right? So I actually had this talk and it was like really frustrating me. And I think I'll bring it up now. So I don't know if you guys know, but well, first off, if you haven't followed me, please follow me, damn it. Because I see you on your computer, and before you type in a different channel, subscribe to mine, the button's right there. I don't know if it flashed rainbows, but if it did, you should just follow it because it told you to. Damn it. And go to my Patreon because I posted my really cool stuff there. Specifically, part 1 of my novel, and I finished another part 1 of one of the other characters. So that should be coming up maybe in the next few weeks. I don't know. I have to edit it down a little bit, fix it so it's at least appropriate. Now, anyway, for what I wanted to talk about. So this is an issue I feel that I have as an anti-AI creator on the internet, right? So while I was working on my light novel, before I posted it, I know that people will judge me and run my shit through AI. I know people will and do, because someone's probably looking for a reason to make a video about me. That's what I always have to assume. I always have to, it sucks. It really sucks because I have to assume the worst of people around me, except for like people in my real life, right? So I have to assume the worst. And the worst is if my work comes up as AI. So I went and I ran my thing through Winston AI, and it said that it was 75% human, and then it was like 20% mixed, and it was like the rest percent was fully AI generated. And I was like, and that number came to 25%. Now on Winston AI, it says that like over 75 and over is basically letting there be human error. But I felt, because I am an anti-AI YouTuber and I'm an artist and I want to be an author, I felt my number would have to be higher, because I feel someone would go, see, it's 25%, so she probably used AI in her process. And I got so paranoid that I rewrote an entire passage that I already thought was good because I was too paranoid that it sounded like AI. And I don't even know what part sounded AI, because I'm not like a person, you know what I mean? Like, I read my own writing and my first instinct isn't to go, yeah, that sounds like AI. And I know that because it's trained off of human writing, that naturally sometimes that writing will come up as AI because it's trained off of human stuff. But I know for a fact that if you're neurodivergent, you're more likely to write like an AI. Because my cousin, who has never ever used AI, and it's not that she's anti-AI either, she just has never used it. She's going to college to be a lawyer, and one of her papers came up as AI, like significantly, and she has autism. So it was like, what is she gonna do? She had to like do some kind of counselor meeting with a bunch of people because she's going to law school. So she got in big trouble for something that literally didn't matter, but because she's autistic, she got in trouble. So it's like, I don't know. It's like, I feel like I find myself fighting particularly against the AI machine, because I'm not going to like, and it gave me so much anxiety because I felt like I'm going to need to continuously check how AI I sound, because I don't want to lose my YouTube channel because it says 25% AI. And that's crazy. That sounds crazy to me, but that's just the world we live in now. And a lot of you guys know that I spent all night last night working on my novel. It's April 3rd, right? April 3rd now. I don't know when you're going to be watching this, but I spent from 11 p.m. to this morning, which was like 7 or 8 or 9 a.m. working on my novels, right? I was writing and it took me a long time and I was having a good time with it, and I didn't sleep because I was like wired. And I have a fear that, is my shit just going to come up as AI? Like, I know I'm going to have to rewrite some stuff, re-edit some stuff, whatever, but it's just a genuine fear because I know what happens. And that guy is he has like a 1% right? 1% that he's right about that. Like, I rewrote my part 1 of my light novel that's free for everyone to read on my Patreon. I rewrote that 4 times because pieces and parts said it was AI, and me personally, I felt like I had to be over 75%. I feel like 75% leeway is not enough for me, even if it says it on there. I feel some bad actor would see 25% and decide to make a video and go over the parts that are AI using whatever detector they're using. And I know that people right now are going to be like, but Nimbus, the detectors aren't that great. Yes, I know, but some people might do it. Some people might. I know there's people who's ran my shit through an AI detector. I know, because they've told me. So I know people are looking for a reason. If they're not looking for a reason, they're testing to see if I'm a bad actor. I'm not a bad actor. It's just, look, if I don't even know how to go about it, because it's like, it's a constant worry in the back of my brain. And I know that this video is a little bit tangent-y because I was talking about defending AI art being crazy. But if someone really wanted to be a dickhead, like one of those people wanted to be a dickhead, and they ran my shit through AI and was like, oh my god, it's 75% AI. She definitely used ChatGPT. Let me go make a video about it. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, what the fuck? Anyway, I know this video is running very long, and I am not going to keep you any further. I guess maybe if one of you guys have some advice, and please don't let the advice be, do not worry about it, because clearly I'm worried about it. Okay, I'm worried about it. I feel writing is a little bit different than art, because a lot of art has tells, and when it comes to writing, unless it's super obvious, people don't get called out, or like they leave a prompt in or something like that, or the text is really, really obviously AI all generated. I don't know. I just got the fear in me sometimes. So if you have maybe some advice for me for the fear, like, cause some of you guys might not be in my Discord, but I've talked about this in my Discord before. So anyways, thank you guys for stopping by. I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.